everyone, so I know it's been a while since I've reviewed a few updated released movies. The reason for this is just because I didn't feel like these movies really justified getting their own separate video. So I'm just going to do a quick one now. So the first one is Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Australia was really behind on this release, that's why I didn't really bother with having its own video. I'm not sure why we got it so late, but let me tell you, it was definitely not worth the wait. It was a really disappointed movie. The storyline, while super simple, it just reminded me so very much of Goosebumps and other TV shows I watched when I was a kid. Like, it's a very simple, creepy story that I've heard a million times already. The fact that it wasn't creepy, it wasn't scary, maybe for children it is, but definitely not for me. I was just really bored by it. And the fact that the whole time in the cinema of this duration of movie, there was people talking, and it just really took me out of the movie and just really frustrated me beyond belief. So I just did not really enjoy this movie. Maybe I would enjoy it if I watched it again at home, but it's just not worth going to see. The next movie was It Chapter 2. I loved It, the first one. I was super excited to see the sequel, just to see how it would go. I was really disappointed in the duration. I feel like this one is way too long, especially because it becomes super repetitive from the first one because of all the flashbacks of them being kids. I feel like it's just to try and remind people, like, hey, this is who this adult is being, which it's fine, but we really didn't need that long of a duration. The performances were fantastic, especially Bill Hader. He is the standout this time around. The storyline was enjoyable enough, but it was just way too long, and if I went to rewatch it, I don't think I could do it in one scene. The fact that they split the It book up into two parts and this one is still too long just really bothers me. I really wanted to like it just because the first one was so good, and where I work, Pennywise is a really popular character, so in other regards I wanted the movie to be successful for the merchandise still to be successful, and I wasn't into this one. I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't scary. Every time they became too serious, there was some stupid joke thrown in, and I was just overly disappointed in It Chapter 2. Another movie that I honestly regret seeing is called Midsommar. So this is a different kind of horror movie. I didn't watch the trailer before seeing this movie. My partner wanted to see it, and it was playing in Brisbane while we were there, and I had this gift card for this just random cinema that we don't really have locally. So I thought, okay, we'll check it out, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. It started off pretty good, like the introduction of the characters, the editing, the cinematography. It's great. The way, like, she basically runs off to a bathroom to cry, and then suddenly she's in the plane in that bathroom. So, like, that editing was really done well, but after the initial 10-15 minutes, it just took a massive plummet into a bunch of shit. I hated this movie. It was weird. The storyline was nonsensical. The characters were just dipshits. I hated them. I did not feel sorry for them in the slightest. I'm not saying like the actors or actress did a bad job. They probably just did what they were given, but I hated this movie. I hated how weird it was, how they didn't bother to explain anything, how it tried to be more smart than it was. It was just very convoluted, and a lot of people are like, oh, this is such a shocking movie. You have to go see this movie because it's so shocking. This movie is shocking if you've never seen another horror movie in your life. This movie is shocking if this is the only movie you have seen all year. There is nothing shocking about this movie. It shows 2 gory deaths, but it's not shocking. It's not that gory if you've seen other movies. I was just super pissed with this movie, and I just super regret seeing it. Everyone's saying it's a masterpiece, and I'm convinced that either they were on some serious drugs when they watched it, or we watched 2 very separate movies, because this is no masterpiece. The next movie I want to talk about, I actually really loved this movie, but we got it way behind America, so it was kind of just pointless reviewing it. But I do really want to just say, go see Good Boys. It's absolutely hilarious. The storyline is super basic, but it's one of the funniest movies I've watched this year. If you like comedy movies, go see this. Thank you as always for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you think of these movies. Bye!